the Switch 2. It's finally here. We finally got it, and we're gonna unbox it. All right, so we put our pre-order in through EB Games, and we just got it this morning. So I am super excited to see what we got here. And oh my goodness, already I can see that this is a much larger screen than the Switch 1. We're just gonna set that aside, we'll get back to this. So these are the new Joy-Cons. You know what? When I saw it in other videos, I wasn't really a fan of how they looked, but seeing them in person, they actually look pretty good. I wish they were a little more colorful though. All right, let's see what else we got in the box here. Probably just some manuals of how to use it. And we have a power brick here, which is a USB-C, I'm assuming, yeah. And we have the cord. And I think this is an attachment for the Joy-Cons, yes, so you can have it more like a controller. And finally, this is the docking station. Now, this one is definitely an upgrade from the last one because it's gonna allow you to have the game in 4K. Okay, so the next thing I really wanna try out is putting the Joy-Cons onto the Switch. I really wanna see how that feels. Okay, so we got the first one here, the right side. Here we go. Oh, that feels so much better than the slide on. There's like a magnetic pull and it just clips right in there. There's no wiggling, like it's definitely secured. I definitely felt that there'd be some sort of, I don't know, just like the slightest little wiggle, but no, that is right in there. And then there's a button on the back here and it's just a simple press and it kicks it right out. And it's very easy. It doesn't feel like there's any type of, I don't know, like resistance. I am curious though, how like this part right here where it connects, how long that's gonna last. I'm gonna be very careful with it every single time I put it on. But like if you have kids and they're using the Switch 2, I don't know, they might get a little rough with it. All right, now let's put the left side on here. And again, very easily gets pulled right in with the magnetics. You know what, now that I have this in my hand, I think I like the Switch 1 Joy-Cons more. Where my palm is holding the Joy-Con, it feels like it's digging into my hand. Like it's kind of thin. It's not pointy, but it kind of feels like it. So I feel like if I do a long gaming session of having it in my hands like this, I feel like it's gonna get uncomfortable. Okay, so now we're gonna do like a size comparison compared to the old Switch, and there is a major, major difference, not only with the screen size, but obviously the Joy-Con size. That's probably at least like an inch and a bit. Now, when they said that the screen size was gonna be bigger than the Steam Deck, I didn't believe it, but here it is, and yes, it is a little bit bigger. And I don't know if we need to keep making these screens bigger. It seems like they market it as a portable console, but like if you keep going any bigger, we're gonna have a TV screen in our hands. Like I miss the old days when portable gaming was this big. Like this makes more sense. I don't think you should be marketing this as a portable gaming system. Maybe in the future, they're gonna make something like this again, but who knows? All right, I'm gonna take the Joy-Cons off of the Switch and I wanna put it on the little controller attachment that they gave us. I wanna see how the Joy-Cons attach to that. See if it's similar to how they attach to the Switch or if there's a bit of a difference. It's pretty much the same, but it feels a little awkward because when you try and put it onto the spot there, this part of the controller is in the way. So I'm kind of going in on an angle first and then I gotta push it in like that. But it's not that bad, it's pretty simple. Feels pretty good. It's a little bigger, obviously. When I used the Switch 1, I usually didn't use this attachment. I kind of just used the Pro controller. So I'm not really sure how often I'm gonna use this because you can still use your old Pro controllers for the new Switch 2. So I'm probably just gonna be using a Pro controller when I play Mario Kart. And again, you just press the button to detach it, and that was pretty simple. Just like that, that feels really good. I think I enjoy that a lot more than the sliding on. And just for a more close-up look, here is a side-by-side of the Joy-Cons. This is obviously from the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. I really hope in the future when they come out with more of these Joy-Cons for the Switch 2, they add a little more color or creativity to them. I love how they made these ones so much more colorful, and the color was on the outside and not weirdly on the inside. Because like once you attach this, the only color you're seeing is behind the little joystick there. And as you can see, if you look inside the Switch 2 there where the Joy-Con attaches, you can see that it's blue, and then the other side you can see that it's red. Meaning, you know, that's just telling you that this one needs to go on this side, and then the red one needs to go on the red side. But that seems a little silly if they come out with new Joy-Cons with different colors. I don't know why they colored the inside like that. We have this new little kickstand here that comes out pretty easily. There's a bit of a resistance there, but that's probably to make it more sturdy. I'm not sure how often I'm going to use this feature because usually when I played my regular Switch, I had it either docked in or I just held it in my hands. I don't think there was a time where I wanted to prop it up onto something and play it that way. But who knows, with a bigger screen, maybe I can be a little further back, and if I was traveling and, you know, someone wanted to play Mario Kart with me, then I would prop it up and we could just use the two separate Joy-Cons. Since it is much bigger, I am curious what accessories I can use for this one. I think this might be the only one that we can use for the travel case. It seems big enough. It just fits. There's like a little bit of room for it. So, I mean, at least we have one. But when it comes to a hard case, we definitely can't use these anymore. As you can see, when I try and put that on there, it's like, it's the exact same size or bigger than it. So there's no way I'm closing that. All right, we just took it out of the box, so I have no idea if it's charged up or not. I'd be surprised if it is, but we're gonna try here. So you can transfer data from a Nintendo Switch to the Nintendo Switch 2, which is really interesting. For right now, I think we're just gonna skip this part because I don't think we're gonna transfer our old games data over to this one. So we're just gonna go with that option. Nintendo Switch 2, you can play games wherever you want, however you want. Oh, did I miss? I missed some of the attachments. So it looks like I was too excited to get into things and I forgot about these. This is for like the wrist straps and everything. These are really weird looking. There's just like a hollow hole right through them. I guess we can try one on. We'll see what it's like. Okay, so this is the top and that's the bottom, I'm assuming. Oh, okay, yeah. It's a little confusing, but seems pretty good. It wiggles a little bit, which is what I was a little worried about. But I mean, I guess it's secured on there. I don't think it's gonna go flying off. And again, just press the button, comes right off, I think. Yep, just like that. Oh, it looks like we have to do an update. And while we're waiting for this to update, check to see if I'm live because we're gonna be playing a lot of the Nintendo Switch 2. We also do a ton of community games, so grab your Switch and join on in. All right, here we go. The updating should be now complete. Yes, it is. Sign in with Nintendo account. And it's gotten to a part where now you can add your Express Micro SD. And we didn't get one, so we're gonna skip this one, but I think eventually we might have to get one. Setup complete, go to the home. That seems like everything for the home screen. I kinda like the design. It's very similar to the Switch 1. That's it for the Nintendo Switch 2 unboxing. I'm gonna go download Mario Kart World and I'll see you guys in the live stream.